Hello, friends. How are you all? Hope you are doing great at various aspects of your lives. Welcome to another book review podcast by Team ThinkerViews. As you know, we love reading stories and we also love sharing our views on the books we read. I think that all great stories have that power to connect with its readers, to make us believe that the characters could be you or me, or we might know them amongst friends and family. We also like it when these characters beat all the odds to fulfill their dreams, no matter how big or unachievable these dreams appear to be. So, when we came across just such a story, we couldn't wait to read and share it with you. One of the most memorable moments of Rio Olympics a few years ago was when Dipa Karmakar won fourth place in gymnastics. She won millions of Indian hearts that day, and you just have to watch the video of her Podunova vault, nicknamed the Death Vault, to become her fan. It shows not only her strength but also her feelings at that moment. And what led her to that moment? That is the story Fingerprint publication has brought to India through their book Dipa Karmakar, The Small Wonder. E-copy of this book was provided to us by Fingerprint for Team ThinkerViews, and I am delighted to share my impression of it with you. Of course, the discussion is unbiased and uninfluenced by all means. As we have often stated, the cover page plays a very important role in book purchase and read decisions. Let us take a look at the cover page of this book. As you can see in the podcast cover, we can see Dipa Karmakar in a gymnastic pose on the cover page. She looks gorgeous and inspirational at the same time. It is a kind of signature gymnastic pose which people will remember even after completing the book. An impressive cover for sure. Well, the foreword of the book needs a special mention as it is supplied by none other than legendary Nadia Comensi. If you have ever read anything about gymnastics, then you must remember her as the perfect 10 gymnast of 1976 Montreal Olympics. No one had ever scored perfect 10 in these events before. When such a talented gymnast praises Dipa, it is hard not to feel pride in her. Although the narrative is in first person by Dipa, the credit for putting this book together is also shared by her coach Bishweshwar, Nandi, and sports journalist Digvijay Singh and Vimal Mohan. All three have little segments where they tell us about their association with Dipa and how their journeys have merged together. The book starts as Dipa takes us through her incredible Olympics performance and how her euphoria at coming fourth soon became misery at missing a medal, partly due to media and peer pressure. That when friends and family and millions of Indians were celebrating her performance, she broke down. She tells us about the spectacular history of gymnastics in Tripura and the successful gymnasts it has produced in last 50 years, followed by her childhood, her father's sports background, her starting gymnastics training at the very early age, and her progress through it over the years. The book has some priceless photographs from the history of gymnastics in Tripura and a lot more personal ones from Dipa's household, family, and practice arenas. As you know, sports in India is, or rather say was, not seen as a money-making, stable job option. So the training and hardships to get to tournaments are all there. But she also mentions the people and opportunities that help our sports persons. She also tells us about her family, her stubborn nature, her fights with her sister, her delight in street food, just like any other girl her age, and also her determination and grit to see things through. As she says, there are many talented girls with the same abilities as hers, but they don't always get their moment in the spotlight due to numerous reasons. This is also the story of setbacks multiple times before the Olympics as well after, including the current times when she is working towards making a full recovery from a serious injury. I am referring to the time when the book was printed and published and her next target was set for Tokyo 2020. It is not possible to read such a story and not to be moved by it. And all through it, she just sounds like a girl next door in any Indian village, with same family values and same opportunities and limitations. Throughout the book, you can see her loyalty for her sport and for her coach. She mentions multiple times how Indian coaches get sidelined when their words get the attention, and how a lot of people in India still lean towards foreign coaches against Indian coaches. You are happy for Dipa as she wins medals in spite of hardships, and sympathize with her when her luck seems to not help. And that has been more than a few times. Her career is made up of hits and misses, injuries and recoveries, waiting just a little bit longer than required for the dazzling minute of glory. But she wins in the end, not only because of her merciless routine of practice, but also the will. You see how she and her coach put together a strategy and went for the death vault, which not many gymnasts around the world can do, to give her the extra edge in the world-class competitions. Sport is as much about image and strategy as it is about hard work and bodily strength. And this book is her way to tell her story as a gymnast, as a person. And this is about going beyond the glory of a few minutes when she wins and telling us how much goes into making those few seconds happen. When Olympic medals are won and lost, when histories are made. Some of my favorite quotes from the book highlight the effects of such moments. Quoting from the book, winning is everything in world sport. You win a medal, you are fated. You return empty-handed and no one is at the airport to receive you. I had gone through the entire gamut of emotions over the course of my career till the high of the medal at Glasgow. A part of me wanted to rebel, to shout from the rooftops and call out everyone who had belittled me. I still do not understand why we wait for the first opportunity to pull someone down. The pursuit of sporting excellence is a long road. Of course, there will be bumps along the way, but we do not seem to have the foresight to put a comforting arm around a sports person when he or she is reeling after a not so good performance. The struggle of a sports person is never ending. It is a constant battle to prove your credentials. Breaking through in Indian sports is especially a tough ask. However, once you break through, all roadblocks seem to disappear. In those 7 days, we had become part of the gymnastics elite. We were no longer the outsiders from India, but ultimately you are remembered for the medal. On August 14, I finished fourth and returned to being an outsider. By the time I finished reading this book, I have become a fan of this small wonder and will be definitely looking forward to more spectacular performances from her while she makes India proud. As she says, no dream is small. You have to believe in yourself. In summary, this inspirational story is just what you need to read to give you that extra boost if life is looking a bit hard at times, or increase your happiness in the world if you are doing great, and be inspired to love and support not only Dipa Karmakar but all those in the sport of Indian gymnastics who made her journey possible and will make it possible for all young athletes following her footsteps. The book price could have been the only factor, in addition to lack of awareness for other sports than cricket in India, which make people hesitate going for it. ThinkerViews rating would be around 8 to 8.5 stars out of 10. So, have you already read the book? Are you planning to read it? What do you think about this book review? Do you find it helpful in deciding whether to go for the book or not? Please do share your genuine remarks via comments below. If you have enjoyed listening to the review, please hit the like button and do not forget to share it with your friends and other fellows whom you think such reviews interest more. Till we meet with our next podcast, bye bye, take care, namaskar.